Today we're talking about the meat sweats, a phrase I never thought I'd ever say on the internet, but here we are. The meat sweats first became a popular phrase back from a 2001 Thanksgiving episode of Friends.
I'm done. Whew. Here come the meat sweats.
And it's gained so much traction in the past couple years where Arby's and Old Spice paired up as a meat sweats defense team as a way to prevent people from eating all the meats at Arby's from having these meat sweats. So today I wanted to talk about some of the science behind it and my theory for why the scientists are actually wrong on their feelings. I got this text from my mother, my lovely mother, about are the meat sweats actually real? And I have a lot of experience eating meat as a poor college student, and that's going to go into my reasoning for why I think the scientists are wrong. So meat sweats are the idea of that eating a lot of meat is more energetically difficult to break down. So as a result, it increases the internal body temperature. And if you eat enough of it, it's going to cause your body to sweat. This is something that I've seen in college, especially with red meat. My first theory going into doing the research for this video is that it's mainly focused on red meat. In my experience, I've tried to eat as much salmon and fish as possible. Haven't had the same results. If you eat a bunch of turkey, which people do once a year, it just makes you sleepy and fall asleep on the couch at like 6 p.m. But I think red meat is where it's at. I think that is a sweet spot. Yeah, you can include a little bit of turkey in there, but the red meat is the whole reason why I think the meat sweats are possible. So what do the scientists have to say? This article that was linked from my mom had to do with an article from the New York Times that linked a study from Arizona State in the early 2000s. The whole point of the study is that they had 10 women eat a high protein diet for a day and 10 women eat a high carbohydrate diet for a day. Then they brought them in at the end of the day and they measured their internal body temperatures to see if eating the red meat and eating the high protein diet resulted in a higher internal body temperature, which would make the meat sweats scientifically proven. And yes, they did find that eating the high protein diet increased their internal body temperature at a statistically significant amount compared to the carbohydrate diet. Unfortunately, it was 0.2 to 0.3 degrees change, so it's not that big of a deal. But now I'm going to make my argument for why I think the meat sweats are real and these scientists have it wrong. In my experience, meat sweats were first noticed by me when I was in college. I had 5 roommates and I had one family that would come by every couple of months. And since we were so starved for eating good food, we've been living off of Chipotle and ramen, that they would buy a bunch of meat and we'd have a huge barbecue. We'd go through and we would avoid eating anything for the entirety of the day just so we could eat as much as possible. And it got to the point where people would just be moaning and groaning on the couch after because who knew when the next time we were going to be able to eat this high quality of food. So you're sitting there, you're able to stuff yourself with food, and I think it's the volume of red meat that is really going to do it. My theory is that the people who were involved in the study in Arizona State were not eating that much red meat, maybe between 5 and 8 ounces. That's a normal serving of meat. I would probably guess that I was eating between 30 and 40 ounces of red meat. And that's why at the end of the time, we were wiping our brows, we're sweating profusely because of the meat sweat. So I think it's something where it's the amount of red meat that you eat. And if you take the 0.2 to 0.3 degrees and you multiply that by 4, that's a couple degrees extra. And for people who are more likely to sweat overall, I think the meat sweats are a real thing. I think we need to look more into it with some starving college students who are desperate for any type of high quality food to avoid the Chipotle, the ramen, pretty much anything, the KFC, anything out there. So that's my theory on the meat sweats. Let me know down below if you've ever experienced the meat sweats and if you think my hypothesis is correct. And hopefully we can get a science team out there to figure out really what's going on with the meat sweats because it's something that I believe in wholeheartedly and I just want to see the science to back it up. Thanks for watching. My name is Andy. I'll put another video up on the screen right now if you want to see more content from me. And if you thought this video was weird or funny or you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that subscribe button for future uploads. My name is Andy. I hope you learned something and I'll talk to you in the next video.